Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Tessie. Today I'm going to be recreating this. If you're new to my channel, you're welcome. If you're yet to subscribe, kindly do that and let's get right into the video. For this tutorial, I've drafted out my bustier. I have a detailed video on how to draft out an off-shoulder bustier. Watch that video and you understand what I did here. So after drafting the bustier, I'll go ahead now to cut out the front part. So I'm going to be cutting out the front part. After cutting out the front part, we're going to be cutting out the back. So if you want a zipper, you can add zip to yours, but mine is going to be a loop at the back. So after cutting out my front and then holding the dart, this is what it looks like. And then for the back, I've drafted out my basic pattern for the back. As you can see, I took out 2 inches for the zipper allowance. I'm going to take this out and then take it out. So this is what it looks like. I have a detailed video on how to do this. I'll try and drop the link for you guys to watch. So for the skirt part, go ahead, cut out your A-line skirt. Take your half length, is a gown. So I took out my half length, and from that point I have my waist, my hip, my knee, and then the gown length. I placed my waist divided by 4 plus 2 inches, my hip divided by 4 plus 2 inches. What I have at the hip, I minus 2 inches, I place it at the knee, and then I just chalked it all the way down. So after doing that, I'm going to cut it out. We are going to be draping the front, but before draping your front, use your pattern to cut out the back. So you know we are going to be adding zipper allowance at the back and then a tail. So this is the fabric I'm making use of. Is a crepe. I have 3 yards, and then for the chiffon I have 2 yards. So guys, after cutting out the front pattern, place it and then you cut out your back, adding your zipper allowance. This is what mine looks like. Cutting out the back, what we'll be doing next is draping the front. So you determine where you want the drape to be. So mine is going to be at this side of the fabric. So what I'll do is from my waist, I'm going to come down to 15 inches. That is where my draping will stop. So I chalk 15 inches, as you can see. So I'm just going to connect it this way. Then what I'll do is to divide my pattern, just slash it. So you can go 1.5 inches gap. I'm just using my free hand to just slash. So I'm just going to slash it, and then I'll slash and stop at that 15 inches point. So this is what it looks like. So we're going to be cutting it out. So we're going to be slashing and spreading. I'm just going to cut it out this way. You can see what I'm doing. Go ahead, cut it. So guys, after slashing, I'm going to be spreading this on my fabric. This is what it looks like, as you can see. So guys, I left 3 inches gap, as you can see. So 3 inches, 3 inches, and then 3 inches all the way to this point. So I'll go ahead now to cut out my fabric. If you want yours fuller, you can leave like 5 inches gaps. So it just depends on your preference on that part. So after cutting out my fabric, we are going to be sewing this part. So we are going to be sewing this part this way. So I'll stitch it to secure it in place. So this is what I meant. So go ahead now and place it this way, and then you stitch it together. So I'll go ahead now to cut out my bustier. So I have a video on how to do this. I'm not really going to be explaining. I'm just showing you guys a little bit of the process. So I'm going to be joining my bustier. I've gone ahead to cut out the lining piece as well. So I'll go ahead now to do all of this, and then this is what it looks like after joining the bustier. I added cup on the lining, so I'm not going to be padding mine. It's just going to be cup on the lining. So guys, I'm going to be adding this chiffon on the upper part just to pleat to the underbust. So what I'll do is pin the upper part with my chiffon. So guys, there's no measurement to this. Just go ahead, use your chiffon, place it on your main fabric, and then you pin the upper part. After pinning the upper part, we are going to be stitching it. So we are stitching it on the main fabric first, and then you pleat it this way. So you arrange your pleat depending on how you want it to be. So I'll go ahead now to arrange my pleat, and then stitch this edge and stitch this other edge as well. So guys, after pinning, this is what it looks like. I'm going to be cutting out the excess. So I'll cut out the excess, and then after cutting out the excess, we are going to be using our lining to turn the front. So this is what it looks like. So I'll go ahead now to use my lining piece to turn the front. So I'll place it this way, right side facing each other, stitch the top part, the side, and then I'll flip it to the right side. So guys, this is what it looks like, as you can see. And I've also gone ahead to pleat the down part to drape it. So this is what the draping of the skirt looks like, as you can see. So what I'll be doing next is joining the top part and the down part together. So I'll place them this way, and then I'll flip it right side facing each other. I'm going to stitch, and after stitching, we're good to go. So for the back, I've gone ahead to join my back the upper part of the back. I've added my eyelet, I've added my zip as well. So I'm going to place in the front and the back together, right side facing each other. I'll go ahead now to place them, and then we're going to pin it, and then I'll take my measurement and shape. So after shaping, this is what it looks like. You can see that it's coming out lovely. So guys, there is a small pleat on one of the side of the front. So you determine where you want the pleat to be, and then you take your chiffon and then you pleat it on the side of the front. I don't know if you understand. So what I have here is half yards of chiffon. So I'm just going to pleat this and then stitch it and weave. So I'm just going to whip it, and then I'm going to attach it on one of the sides. So I'll flip it to the wrong side, stitch it neatly, and then we're good to go. There is a tiny sleeve on one side of the dress. I've cut out my fabric for the sleeve. I doubled it, so I'll go ahead now to pleat it. This was too big, I had to reduce it. So after pleating it, this is what it looks like. So I'm going to be attaching this on the dress. So you should whip your fabric if you're going to follow this method. If you're not following the method, you're going to add it on the top part first, and then you turn it with the lining. Hope you understand. So since I'm whipping, I'm just going to stitch it here and then stitch it at the back as well. So after doing that, we are good to go. So this is what it looks like. So guys, the last step is to add the veil that is going to the back. So I'm just going to attach it here. So the veil is going to be at this side of the fabric. So what I have here is half yard, so I'm going to pleat it and then stitch it very tiny. So you pleat and then make it very tiny. So you must have folded it or whip it. So I'm going to stitch it tiny, as you can see, and then I'll flip this to the wrong side and then attach it on the front part. So neatly, I'm going to stitch it neatly, and then this is just going to go to the back. Hope you understand. So after doing all of that, after whipping and all of that, this is what it looks like. You can see that it is coming out very lovely. I'm going to show you what it looks like on her. So guys, you can see the end result. This is what the dress looks like. As you can see, it really came out lovely. And then this is the back view. Don't mind the ribbon at the back, we're going to tuck it in. This is the back view. I hope this tutorial was helpful. Please do not forget to subscribe to my channel, like this video, drop a comment, and make sure you're following me on all platforms at So It Is. Guys, I need you guys to support me by following me on Facebook at So It Is. Love you guys, and do have a blessed day. Bye.